Today I'm going to preview 6 Major League Baseball games and give you betting advice for each one, including 2 of my client free plays and leans on every game. The first game I'm previewing is the Mets and Cubs. We've got Jose Quintana going against Shota Imanaga. According to my rankings, the Mets are batting 3rd out of 30 teams in Major League Baseball, while the Cubs are lagging far behind in the bottom 5, batting 24th out of 30 teams. Bullpen-wise, the Mets are top in MLB. I have them ranked number 1. Thank goodness they took Diaz out of the closing role. The Cubs in this category, I also have them bottom 5, ranked 24th. Starting pitchers, I don't have enough data on Jose Quintana in the last 30 days to have a ranking for him, but I have Shota Imanaga pretty mediocre, ranked 14. Out of the kindness of my heart, I'm going to warn you, do not take the Chicago Cubs in this game. If they win, that's fine, but I'm telling you, it's a horrible bet. You cannot take a team with a mediocre starting pitcher facing the best bullpen and the 3rd best lineup in Major League Baseball and expect to win that bet. They might win, they might not, but it's a terrible bet, so don't bet the Cubs today. That is my advice to you. Jose Quintana does have bad numbers against the Cubs in his career, and Imanaga has not faced the Mets yet. I do have a small client play in this one. I'm betting Imanaga under 6.5 strikeouts in this, and I'll tell you why. Currently, Imanaga is striking out about 8.5 batters per 9 innings, while the Mets are striking out at a rate of 7.77. Imanaga is going about 64% into his starts, which calculates to 5.29 strikeouts in this game. 6.5 seems way too high, so I am taking the under. Yes, he might get there, but we have to make these bets in predicting the future. We have to base it on past performance and odds and probability. The probability is he doesn't strike out 7. If we lose it, we lose it. Don't bet the farm, just a small 1% play. The next game I'm going to preview is the Arizona Diamondbacks and Philadelphia Phillies. Jordan Montgomery takes the mound for the Diamondbacks, while Taijuan Walker takes the mound for the Phillies. 2 pretty bad starting pitchers here. I have Jordan Montgomery. As I've said in my past videos, I curve the starting pitchers. There's about 200 of them, but I curve them to 30 so I can compare them to the bullpens and lineups. I have Jordan Montgomery ranked 21 out of 30, and I have Taijuan Walker ranked 24 out of 30, so pretty poor starting pitching here. Hitting-wise, the Diamondbacks are hitting 4th in Major League Baseball right now, while the Phillies are hitting 10th. 2 good lineups, 2 poor starting pitchers. Let's take a look at the bullpens. I have the Diamondbacks ranked 23rd out of 30. Their bullpen has been absolutely atrocious lately. And I have the Phillies ranked 8. It's not an official play, but I would take Philadelphia team total over in this one since their lineup is ranked top 10 in Major League Baseball, and the Diamondbacks bullpen and starting pitcher both are ranked bottom 10 in Major League Baseball. Phillies over team total would be my lean here. Let me take a break doing the previews for one moment to ask you to go to this link below. You can get my 2 Major League Baseball client plays, premium client plays today. I'm the number 1 Major League Baseball profit capper at WagerTalk in 2024. Nobody else can say that. I'm also WagerTalk's number 1 all sports profit capper in 2024, 2022, and 2021. Nobody else can say that. Click this link below and get my 2 Major League premium plays today. Also, before you leave, if you like what I'm giving you, let WagerTalk know by clicking the like button. It doesn't cost you anything except a couple of seconds of your life. I would appreciate it. It will help me out greatly. Click that like button. On to the previews. The next game I'm going to preview is the White Sox and Tigers. We've got Eric Fedde going against Jack Flaherty. These are 2 really good starting pitchers. The numbers say they're not quite as good as I thought they were. Eric Fedde is ranked 13 out of 30 on a curve of all starting pitchers, and Jack Flaherty is ranked 10th. Bullpen-wise, both pretty strong bullpens. The Tigers are ranked 5th out of 30 teams, while the White Sox are ranked 9th. And batting, the White Sox are not as bad as everyone thinks. Yes, they are a bad team overall, but they're batting 19th out of 30 teams, which is better than 11 other teams. And the Tigers currently are batting 24th. One thing to note in this game, Fetty has horrible numbers against the Tigers in his career, but a lot of those numbers were before he went to Korea and came back. Since he's come back to Major League, he's been a star. The way I would approach this is we have two bad lineups, great bullpens, pretty good starting pitchers, so an under would be a decent play in this one, especially a White Sox team total under, since the Tigers have a great bullpen and Flaherty has great numbers against this team in his career. It's a lean. It's not a client play, but under for the White Sox team total, or you might even alt their team total up to 4.5 and take an under for -200. The next game I'm going to preview is the Brewers and the Padres. So Colin Ray is taking the mound for the Brewers while Dylan Cease takes the mound for the Padres. Dylan Cease is not having a good season, but the books still rank him like an elite pitcher. He's not an elite pitcher at this moment. He does have elite skills, but he's not using them so far since he's come back. I actually have Colin Ray ranked higher than Dylan Cease on that 30 curve. I have Colin Ray ranked right in the middle of mediocrity at 15 out of 30 pitchers, while Dylan Cease is ranked 20. Bullpens. Milwaukee has a pretty strong bullpen, ranked 10, while the Padres are ranked 17. And batting. Both teams pretty bad. I have the Padres ranked 20, while I have the Brewers ranked 21. The Brewers have really fallen off since their torrid start at the beginning of the season. So how do we approach this game? I would take maybe even the Brewers at plus money or plus runs here. I think the Brewers overall, they rank about 3 spots higher than the Padres overall. The Padres are getting a lot of credit for Dylan Cease, but frankly, Dylan Cease is not pitching to his ability this season. Colin Ray is pitching over his head. So if anything, I would take the Brewers first 5 plus 0.5, or I would take them the whole game plus 1.5. That's up to you. It's just a lean. It's not a client play. And if you're going to bet that, bet it small because the Padres are pretty erratic and unpredictable. The next game I'm going to preview is the Twins at the A's. One of my premium client plays is in this game. If you go to this link below, you can get that. But I do also have a lean in this game, so I'll share that with you. We got Chris Paddock going for the Twins with Joey Estes going for the A's. Obviously, the Twins are a better team. Actually, the Twins are better than almost every team at hitting. I have them ranked 3 out of 30 teams in hitting, while I have the A's not quite as bad as everyone thinks they are, ranked 20 out of 30 in hitting. Bullpens is really where the A's are bad. They're ranked 24 out of 30 teams, while I have the Twins ranked 13, semi-mediocre, but a little higher than the Mendoza line of 15. Starting pitching. These starting pitchers are both pretty bad. Paddock is ranked 22 out of 30 on the curve, while Joey Estes is ranked 30 out of 30 on the curve, which is very, very bad. Aside from my client premium play, a lean I would have for this game would be obviously Twins team total, since the Twins are batting 3rd in all of Major League Baseball, and the A's have the 24th ranked bullpen and the 30th ranked starting pitcher. I think the Twins should be able to go over a team total. Not a client play. I do have a client play in this game, but that is another lean for you. The next game and last game that I'm going to preview is the Cincinnati Reds at Boston Red Sox. We've got Andrew Abbott going against Cutter Crawford. I do also have a premium client play in this game. You can get that at the link below. But I also have another lean, which I'm going to share with you in this video. Right now, the Reds are batting 27th out of 30 teams in Major League Baseball, which has a lot to be desired, while I have the Boston Red Sox batting 3rd out of 30 teams in Major League Baseball. Bullpens, pretty even and pretty good for both teams. I have the Boston Red Sox ranked 11, and I have the Reds ranked 10th. And starting pitching on the curve of 30, I have Andrew Abbott ranked 19, while I have Cutter Crawford ranked 21st. Aside from my premium play available at that link, for this game, the lean that I have in this is a strikeout prop for Andrew Abbott, Right now, his strikeout prop on DraftKings is 5.5, and I think that's a little bit high. It's not actually 5.5, it's 6. So unless he gets 6 strikeouts, you win this bet if you bet the under. So Andrew Abbott is currently striking out only 6.3 batters per 9 innings this season, which is really bad. The Red Sox strike out a little over the league average at 9.1. I use a calculation and algorithm to calculate my projected strikeouts per game, and I have Abbott going 65% into the game, which equals 4.13 strikeouts. But if you add all of the Red Sox stats together with the innings and calculate it, it comes to 5.03. So I think that's far under the 6 strikeouts he would have to get. This is a big lean for me. It's not a client play yet, but I'm thinking about adding it to the client play list. Just a 1%er, small play here, but I don't think Andrew Abbott will get to 6 strikeouts in this game, so that is my lean for this game. Those are my previews for today. Hit the like before you leave. It's free, it only takes a second, and you can tell WagerTalk, hey, I think Tokyo Brandon is really cool. It would help me out a lot, and I appreciate it. Also, go to the link to get my premium plays today. I'm WagerTalk's #1 MLB profit capper in 2024. I'm also WagerTalk's #1 all sports profit capper this year, 2022 and 2021. 3 of the last 4 years, I'm #1 in profit. Nobody else can say that. That's all for the video today. Hit that like, and I can keep bringing you free content and free plays and leans. I'll be back with more.
I thought a lot about her. 10 years, you thought about Janice? There are men in the camp better looking at my sister.